Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is going to be a divine feminine check-in. All I can hear all morning is, should I wait for my DM? Should I wait? Is it worth the wait? Should I wait? That's the whole collective, resounding collective message right now. I wouldn't say it feels tense, it just feels like, are you sure? God, divine, are you sure, powers that be, are you sure, universe, that you meant that person? That's exactly the vibe right now. So let's see. Oh my gosh, I just saw a brand new beginning and the Lovers. The Lovers is connection to higher self. It's always available to us, but we don't always recognize it. So there does seem to be a new unconditional love. This is my high heart flowering archetype when this card comes out. So there has been a new compassionate, I want to say letting go in the name of trusting the storyboard of love that we don't really have a say over, that just is the destined divine love and understanding. So, you know, if this is your twin, you can't screw it up. It will come back around. It is divinely orchestrated. But let's get into it. So, thank you, Divine Creator. What can the Divine Feminines know about waiting? Obviously, don't be in an energy of waiting. You need to focus and channel all of the... I'm getting a storyboard here today while I'm shuffling. This is my card of free will and what you choose to do with how you look at scenarios and which actions you want to take based on that perspective about Divine Masculine. So this is sort of like a test. It's like you can pine and wait all you want, but if you're not channeling that inspiration into the world to do great things, you are missing the point. You are missing the point of this journey. Okay, but let's get into it. I'm shuffling and shuffling. It doesn't feel set yet. So thank you, Divine Creator. Please show us what we need to know about this baffling time in the twin flame journey where, oh, I just saw another, I peeked. And we get Two of Cups with transition. This is the death card, the death and rebirth, going towards the light in the name of love. So it's a little bit of a patience is golden. Is that a saying? And the Emperor is transitioning from the 3D to the 5D, waking up, ending karma. Maybe I'll just keep talking and channeling and have the storyboard. He's in Hermit, they are in Hermit right now, becoming the Emperor. What else can we see? Can we see more? Let's keep going. What else can we see? Thank you, Divine Creator. What else can we know for the Divine Feminines watching this? You have an energetic connection. Be brave in the 3D. Use this knowledge. This is my 8 of Wands, the telepathic communication. So meet in the 5D right now. Be brave. Continue cleaning up your own belief systems, your own changes in the physical. Be soul-led, Divine Feminine. Continue making moves in the world in alignment with your higher knowing. Have strength. Look at the fire. You're meant to be channeling this fire right now. Fire is divine masculine energy. It's the solar plexus. It's the sun. You are meant to look at this situation for empowerment, not to prove some falsehood that you are unworthy. Oh my goodness. Okay, what else can we get? 3 cards for the Divine Feminines regarding waiting. Okay, we get spying on the Emperor, needing to know, wanting to know what your Divine Masculine is up to. The love that you can feel that's not being talked about. Oh my goodness, we get 2 Kings and an Emperor. This is communication. So let's just recap here. The 3 main things that the Divine wants to talk about in this period of uncertainty in the twin connection is the theme around wanting to know what your Emperor or DM is up to. how to handle the amount of love you know that is there but isn't being shared, and this whole idea of commitment, being committed behind the scenes and just wanting communication, wanting to connect and go forward. So let's go into this. The first one, what can the divine feminines know, divine creator, regarding wanting to know about what their emperor's choice is, which way this is going to go, how it's going to play out, what should we be aware of? We get the card of anxiety. Oh my gosh, 9 of Swords. So this is sleepless nights, anxiety, not knowing, you know, really wrestling with all of these uncertainties. You're literally tasked right now, divine feminines, with becoming masterful with uncertainty, not needing to know. It's so diabolically ironic, but that is exactly. So if you're still reaching and writhing and flailing because you don't know something, let go of your own control issues and trust in the divine. It's not to be trusted. Oh, I gave a stern face. It's not about trusting your divine masculine. That comes later when it's justified. This is about trusting in the divine plan and understanding. This is about you mastering your emotions so you don't go into uncertainty when it's not founded. This is about you becoming very practical, very grounded, very clear, and letting go of this overthinking, divine feminines. This, I'm being told, is only because of your lack of worthiness that you would be concerned about anything going on behind the scenes. Because ultimately, your person is autonomous. They are learning their own lessons. They are a sovereign being. And if you pull on their energy like that, you'll get an anxious response because you're not supposed to know right now. You are supposed to be good on your own to a masterful level. If you're on a twin flame journey and you're having trouble with patience, it might not be something you're cut out for. So think about that. Do you want to come into the pristine, perfected connection with Source, to where anything that happens in the 3D that is beyond your control doesn't rock you and your inner balance? Then work on this. I'm being told it's going to be this way until it's settled for you. Energy doesn't lie. You are being given this grace period to come into beautiful. Difficult, easier said than done, but beautiful. So side message, if you can refrain from spying or reaching or longing right now and just let go, tell yourself you're safe, you're worthy of love, and just release. If your divine masculine isn't showing up, they haven't learned the lessons that they need to, or it's not your divine masculine. Most of you that are with me on this channel are of the twin flame vibration, purity, love quotient. So don't get too freaked out. But it is possible to think someone that we're incredibly magnetized to is a twin when it's a high-level soulmate. The lesson's still valid though, so don't freak out. You're still meant to be learning what you are, and in all accounts you're meant to be letting go. Next, the amount of love that divine feminines feel from the divine masculine that is not being shared. How are we supposed to deal with that, divine creator? Please do tell. Please do tell what we are supposed to know about that. Okay, we get one on the floor, which is the Lovers again. How beautiful. And we get this is the victory card. It came out in the reverse. So it may not feel like a victory, but again, trust the love is there. You wouldn't be feeling it if it wasn't valid, okay? Just flat out, you wouldn't be feeling it. It is a confirmation. This is the Lovers card that showed up in the pre-shuffle, so, or during the shuffle. So this means attune to the grander knowing, attune to what the divine shows you about the nature of this love. Let go of the person. Let go of the person not showing you that love yet, and trust that you feel it as proof behind the scenes that it's real without even needing it to be demonstrated in the open or fully, etc. at this time. Just trust that you feel that. That means it's real. Trust your intuition. Trust your knowing beyond intuition. Trust the plan. Trust the fabric of love behind the scenes. This is qualifying you to know. In karmic situations, I'm going to say it again, there's always an unequal balance. It's not a balance, it's a disconnect. And that gap is the source of the static white noise, the buzz in relationships that don't feel balanced and peaceful. That thing you can't put your finger on is the developmental discrepancy between two people where they do not see eye to eye. Your divine masculine needs to come into the fullness of their own lessons so you can meet like this. If you attune to the lover's energy, the fabric of love that the divine has revealed to you, divine feminine, you will meet your divine masculine there when they are ready, when they can come forward. So trust the love, not the person. And wait until the person demonstrates the proof, the justification to trust them too with the love. You will know. You can't miss that. If you're still asking for it, it's not time. They are not ready. You may not be ready. So keep with it, divine feminines. Okay, the third pile is communication and the knowing and commitment. Those are the themes of the third pile. What can we see for the divine feminines? This is the Nine of Wands. This is the guardedness. This is the wounded healer. This is perseverance, sticking with it. I just heard tempering by fire. You know, not all things have been revealed about commitment. It's interesting when we get these profound lessons, it clicks and the intensity is removed. But this is showing that it's mutual, but we're almost near the end of the uncertainty of the waiting. This is almost to the end of the healing, the perseverance, the endurance race. And so yes, just know that in time commitment will be communicated in these situations. And I guess this is just encouragement to keep believing, but don't hold yourself back. As we saw in the shuffling, it's up to every divine feminine to channel the fire into and through our lives into the world. There are great things to be brought into the earth plane through this love, and the utmost of encouragement for divine feminines to embody the autonomy, the wholeness, the fire, and the spiritual realization into the world. We've come out of a time on the planet where feminines were not allowed to do that and would be murdered for it. So celebrate it, revel in it, love it, do it, divine feminines. Be seen. Shift the scales. Bring the balance back in. Set the frequency. Across the planet, divine feminine, set the frequency that you have the permission now to be a fully realized spiritual master in broad daylight, and do it. Live in that zone while you're waiting for your divine masculine. Do it. Bring it out. Oh my gosh. Feel the fire. Okay, so let's get into a daily divine feminine style reading instead of the divine masculine. This will be divine feminines. What are the divine feminines thinking about the connection? Feeling on the heart space. I was gonna do what the divine would like divine feminines to focus on. I'm gonna do 3 cards, so this is a 2-part. For any divine masculines watching, we're gonna get what your divine feminine is thinking and feeling and wishing and doing towards the connection, but we are also going to get a little card along the way for the divine feminines regarding what the divine would like divine feminines to be understanding at this time on each of those points of consideration. Okay, so for the divine masculines. What are the divine feminines feeling about this connection? There isn't equal give and take because there isn't communication. The divine feminines truly believe that if there was communication, energy would balance out and things would be all right with the world again. There is an imbalance here, and divine masculines, you will continue to feel the pull. It will not subside. It wants to balance out, and it's awkward. Awkward energy if you don't just break the ice and communicate. Eventually, when it's time, you will know. As frustrating as that is, divine feminines, it's got to be coming from the heart or it's not worth anything. Stay with it. The divine masculine, stubborn, prideful, worldly bunch in ways, not wanting to let go of the status quo or the comfort or the material realm, previous plans. Having said that, there is value in the turtle pace with regard to those things, because as they are seen for what they are, that's where the karma, that's where the energy is transmuted from the 3D perspective to a higher love perspective about what really matters. And as we do that, it clears our DNA from the karma and we shine our energy, our frequency out into the world. So divine masculines are doing that process right now of filtering from the inside out all of those karmic dealings in the world through the eyes of love. Trust it, divine feminines, you've been through that, and divine masculines are in the thick of it right now. They will come around. It's divinely written. This is the new ascended templates. We have to do this on the planet for our legacy going forward. It's the only natural result of a conscious community of people around the globe. This is what happens. It will not fail. This is part and parcel of the ascension. So it's guaranteed that these new templates have to come in. But it's heavy lifting, energetic heavy lifting to get from where we've been as humanity to the next phase where this is the norm. Just keep trusting in it, but it is a sincere and delicate and precise work. Okay, divine feminines, what energy can we see? Heart of the Pentagon, joy, playfulness and pleasure. So have fun, don't be in waiting energy. Go out, kick your heels up. Divine feminines, dance, sing, channel, love. Go out there, be you, share your light in the world, even if you're not with your divine masculine right now. Just let them be. Live and let live. Okay, what can we see for the heart space? What are divine feminines feeling on the heart space? Surrendering. Gone but not gone. So let go for now. Divine feminines are letting go for now. This is really good because this is sincerely unconditional. Letting go but not letting go. It's okay with what is kind of energy on the heart space. So well done, divine feminines. This is so sincere and difficult. It's been difficult, but it's also the easiest thing because it's the resisting and the clinging that actually is the hard work. So divine feminines, you're giving up the fight to try to will your divine masculine to you, and you're just like exhaling and being okay with what is. What else can we see for the divine feminines? Seal of clairsentience, clarity, knowledge, channeling, and unification. You're already energetically in union. Now bring that muse into the world and channel the divine love, because your calibration of love with your divine masculine is a barometer of true north. So speak from that place of knowing that this journey has supported you and revealed to you the inner workings of love, the knowledge of love, the clarity of what love really is, and advocate for that out into the world. Maybe not directly by blabbing on about your twin flame journey, this and that, but definitely bringing in the awareness of love in all things that you do. That's the vibe there. How nice. Okay, what are the divine feminines wishing for the connection? Oh, the sun. And there's that victory card again. So this is about, we got this earlier, about, while it's not outwardly shown, just trust the enlightenment. So divine feminines, you've got your love in your back pocket and you're going about your day. How nice. How nice. It just is like a secret octane boost. It should be like that. Okay, what else can we see? Just the fact that you love, that you've experienced this kind of divinely revealed love, divine feminine, that should be cause for great celebration. Just that you've come across this sort of thing landing in your spiritual lap in your lifetime, in this lifetime. Yeehaw! Oh my gosh. Okay. Another message for you, divine feminines: gate of returning, entrance, death, rebirth, and passage. This too shall pass. There will be a rebirth. Things come around. Even darn pesky soulmate scenarios keep coming around. So why wouldn't your twin flame, the big daddy of all relationships, come back around? Okay. This is so lovely. What are the divine feminines doing in the world? They're literally divine feminines are looking for love, looking for safety and intimacy, for sacred sexuality, for a soulmate. They are searching the world for an energy that is compatible on all levels and sexually compatible. So it's nice because divine feminines have realized that they've become so spiritually mature and whole and pure and beautiful that only sacred lovers will do. And divine feminines are out there looking for sacred lovers to meet them in that energy, in non-binding, autonomous, beautiful connection that does not squish the potential out of each person. Let's get a message for divine feminines who are out there not waiting for their divine masculine. Universal understanding and objective observation. Exactly. So all things are permissible, but not all things are beneficial. So divine feminines who are not waiting around and being strictly abstinent for their divine masculine, if you've come through that energy and you've truly let go to where you can see yourself being with other lovers, it is about objective observation and really paying attention to the frequency of what you're engaging in, what you are opening your body to, what you are navigating, and sacred sexuality. So pay attention to that. Don't give your love, your sexuality freely, but do it when you actually feel right with your soul, because it is justified that somebody can match you in your frequency that way. It's very important to share your energy only with those that deserve you. Learn from what you are worth in this journey and only engage in those things. The irony is, our divine masculines have been shown to us as the perfect match, and there are very few, if any, other true matches. But I do believe that in time you will be given a soulmate, or possibly already being given soulmates that will adore you and love you and honor you and celebrate you, divine feminines. And you can look at that and see that and look at true compatibility. So there's a lot of awareness being revealed about true energetic compatibility and not doing things from the animal self, transcending that and knowing that you can energetically have your cake and eat it too. You can have autonomous lovers, even that are not your DM, that can meet you in sacred space, I'm hearing. So just look for those. You don't have to just go out there and have sex with just whoever and then harm yourself because they're not an energetic match. So no eye for an eye retaliation moves here, but genuinely go out and live your life, even sexually, divine feminines. That's what the message is, but make sure that it is a frequency match. What is the biggest challenge? Yeah, of course, being in separation but not truly in separation, and the anxiety. Here we have it again. This is the stress that's coming from feeling the divine masculine all the time, never being alone, knowing the profound connection, and not understanding how to let it go. So those are the sticky thoughts that you're telling yourselves, divine feminines, that make it conditional. What's the card? Chamber of regeneration, creation, multiplication, and growth. So you can grow from this. The divine is saying you can grow from this illusion that you are bound to your divine masculine. You actually aren't. You are an autonomous being, and part of the upper lessons of mastery is to know that even your twin is not something that has power over you, and that you are a free spirit even in a twin alignment. That is the kicker. That is the kicker. So please grow past the anxiety. Your twin does not owe you anything because they're your twin. You do not deserve to be loved by your twin. That's such a weird wording. Just because they're your twin. They have to be righteous enough to meet you. They have to be in the adventure, not drama. Another reader said something about that and I loved it. Okay, what is the spirit guided solution for this blockage of knowing that you're so connected to your twin and having anxiety about it? Cut through the confusion and the drama and go straight to the unconditionally loving path that sees through it, that harmonizes, that compromises, that sees your divine masculine as autonomous and sovereign, and that you drop your resistance and just do you, divine feminine. Wow. Okay, what can we see as another energy here? Oh, almost got it. Didn't want to come out. What can we see as another energy here for this seal of subtle luminosities? Discernment, discipline, and order. Yes, you're being moved into the pristine discernment of the path in these upper subtle realms where you drop the guard and you keep pushing through on that cutting edge of love, regarding, knowing you are ultimately connected but still sovereign even with your twin. We're getting into the fine discernment layers here. Okay, where are the connections going? Are you kidding me? The Union Four of Wands card with the Nine of Swords again. So we are really coming down to the sharpening of truth towards union here. We're coming in for a landing, twins. Twins are coming in for a landing into union energies. Divine feminine, you are finally uprooting the last remaining anxieties about union. So pay attention to what you think has you in anxiety regarding your divine masculine, and look at yourself one more deeper layer here so that you can solve the issue of the anxiety about whether or not union is going to happen. What can we see here? Spine of fire, true self, passion, motivation, and purpose. Push through into your own purpose, into your own alignment, divine feminines. Autonomy like never before, just empowerment, fire. We got this through the pre-shuffling intro and we're ending with it. It's so clear. Do you, divine feminine, trust that storyboard, the fabric of love that exists before you were born and after you will leave this life? Trust that it's intentional. Trust that it's here for a reason. Trust that you've been anointed with the awareness of it because of your spiritual progression, because of your awareness of energy, because you are, I just heard, an elite soul that has calibrated yourself as a instrument of this, of measure of this. You are a frequency generator instrument that has been stationed in the name of the divine to represent love on the planet. Represent it fully, deeply, masterfully, divine feminines. Goodness me, what a reading, divine feminines. Okay, what can we leave with the final musing on? Food for thought. Oh, it's too... Lower world, fire, and the owl. Immediately I'm getting like fly through the lower world with this fire and represent the unseen, the love. Let me see if I can get a really quick message for each of these. The lower world, 31. I've got a bunch of kids celebrating in the house. I'm not sure if everyone can hear that. Okay, the invitation. It's time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Don't try and get your divine masculine's attention for what you think they would want or not. Do you, like never before, divine feminines. Just get out there. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors, their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died. All of it will become blessings. Oh, it's time to really take your karmic lessons, rise up in your purpose. You were born into your particular life and path because of reclamation of your family lines we're seeing here, and celebration of the jewels, the gems that were contained within those family lineages. So you are who you are because your soul incarnated in this particular flesh suit for the purpose you were born to activate at this time on the planet. Reconnect with that. Side note, I can help you do that. Get a session. Okay, 19, fire. We've been talking about the fire this whole reading, divine feminines. Beautiful. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that's become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Give up your pain. Let the flame consume it and get out amongst it, divine feminines. The world needs your light. Amazing. Superficial. Have you become too superficial? Clinging to the 3D hopes and dreams of your masculine is in a way superficial. Let go of that so your divine masculine can rise and meet you in the profound, in the sacred, not the mundane. Know your worth. Know your worth, divine feminine. And I might add that spiritual and energetic is the new cool, so stop trying to dim your light for fear that your masculine doesn't know it. Thrive. Just thrive. Okay, 39. Look around you and notice every detail and find the hidden messages brought to you by owl. I actually was driving for the second time the other day and an owl came and flew right by my driver's window. It's happened to me twice. I'm going to take this message. I have never read this card, so diving into it. Look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. Okay, so any of you that have been talking to people about things that you've been struggling with, looking for compassion, looking for ways forward, looking to uproot the pain, if friends, family, or messages on the wind have been coming to you with things that you haven't wanted to hear, ask yourself with more humility why that bothers you. And then shift those beliefs that come up into the name of love. That you don't have to adhere to an absolute theory about what is possible or not in love for you, and let go of the need to know in such definite terms right now. Let go and step into your full empowerment. Channel the energy. It only becomes pain when it's resistance or a blockage. So move through it, direct the energy, get out into nature, do something to move the energy so that it's not just all stuck there, causing a grinding halt in your life. Work it. Hiya. Bye for now.